Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the series Learn How to Trade Ranges with Me, episode 2. Doing some back testing today on my day off. It's Juneteenth when I'm doing this. Um, and I wanted to kind of go through this particular setup here, right? So here, again, I always start trading at 8 p.m. Eastern and I use volume profile. So here, that's our first 8 p.m. candle here. We can see volume profile, how it's set up, right? We have a little bit of a mini zone up here, but in reality, all of these can be combined together, so I'm not really too worried about that. So I'm actually going to combine these together here. What we're looking for is to see where there's multiple points of confluence, right? Multiple points to show us, okay, this is a significant swing pivot, whether it be a low or a high. I always try to trade in the direction of the trend, but even the trend here is a little bit rangy, but overall we are bullish, right? So I definitely want to try that until there's something significant that shows that we are not bullish and that we've changed trend. So here, this white line here is the current value area high. We have current point of control, this black line, and then we have current value area low, this bottom white line. This purple line is VWAP, and then this line is it's ADX. I think it's Lux Algo ADX. It kind of just tells me if we're in trend or if we're in chop or if we're bullish, if we're green, or bearish, if we're red. So let's look to see if we can get something here. So here, this is really nice. But one thing I've been learning from my back testing is that after a huge expansion, I kind of want to let things settle here, right? So even though we are going off value area um, highs, because of the way volume profile works, it needs time to catch up to fully tell you, okay, this is actually a value area high or low level, right? So you can see it shifted, value area high here, point of control here, right? So it shifted. So now we're actually rejecting point of control. We're still bullish though, right? So I'm looking to see if we can get a proper move, right? Let's see if we can keep going. Again, this is now starting to range, right? We're not going anywhere. We're not doing anything. So now we're rejecting. Again, I'm only going to trade bullish because the trend is bullish. So we're looking for points here. You can see there's some points down here. Looking to see if we can bounce off of, right? We also have this low support down here too that I would love to see us bounce off of as well. This would be one point, but we do have a base of support in these areas. If we start to break this on high volume, then I would definitely look to escape and not take that to the upside. So looking to see what happens here. You can see our value area lows are shifting a little bit. Still nothing indicating a trade, right? We want to see a bounce from these levels if we are to bounce. Do get a green candle, but again, I also implement volume price analysis in my trading, and that's such a low buying volume compared to all the selling volume we've just been getting. Still nothing, still don't like anything. All right, so that's good, right? So I like that. I like to see that increase on buying volume. Again, the buying volume is still kind of low, but we just had a hammer here, and then um we're looking to see if we are bouncing from these levels. So I would like to take that. Let's see what happens. Right, I just put five. I don't know why I put five. Initially, I would like to risk $150, so that's good there. Where could our take profit be? So our take profit could be here, or it could be at the top of the zone. Let's see what happens. All right. So here it looks like we were wrong. Why? I believe the reason why we were wrong on this one is because I didn't have enough significant volume. So I need to make sure that I have better significant volume in order for me to be able to trade this, right? So I ended up losing money there. Let's see if we can get something. So now this is now shifted into point of control. So it's going to be a lot of chop. Again, this I don't like. right? But this I do like again. So now we're starting to get some buying volume again. So should I take this off point of control or should I wait a little bit? I don't like that top wick here, but we possibly could take this. Again, same thing. It doesn't really matter how much I'm risking. Honestly, I should just do this with one contract. So now I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't like this. Why don't I like this? VWAP, right? So I don't believe, even though we are ranging in these levels, because of VWAP, I'm like, I don't know if I want to be in this trade. We're constantly rejecting it, and as you can see here, boom, and that's going to result in a loss too. So I need to make sure that we're clearing those levels. So nothing as of yet. I'm not taking anything yet. So now we're on value area lows. We are now on this true support. So here is definitely where I would love to see a good bounce, right? We did break those levels a little bit slightly. Okay, huge wick down, two on high volume, still nothing. We could be um, switching our bias here. Still a lot of selling. All right, now this is what I like to see. Again, the volume isn't the highest, but because we had this huge wick off high volume here, and then we're continuing to push forward, I do like this trade. So again, I'm just gonna buy one. It doesn't really matter how much, right? I would like to see us get back to point of control, but in reality, I'd like to see us get to the top of this range right here too, or possibly VWAP as well. So wherever VWAP is, we can try to get there since we rejected there a lot, right? So I do like this off value area lows, right? Off of that support as well, huge support there. Volume is increasing. We did get a top wick there though, so we just have to be careful. Good risk reward here. Boom. I could even add there, and then we hit our take profit. So that one I did like quite a bit more. Why did I like that one more? For the range, we're going off a key swing point level support. We're bouncing off. The volume on that initial candle we bought wasn't as high as I would like it to be, but one thing I've realized too in volume price analysis is that price is the most important indicator. Volume is the second most important indicator, right? So if this candle here had as much volume as this volume bar, then I wouldn't take it. But because it's somewhat equal, and then also too you add context to it, this huge wick here as well showing some buying pressure, that to me signified okay, we can absolutely um, get into this trade here with a stop loss down there. So I definitely did like that one. So let's see what happens here. My new rule that I'm trying is only trading from 8 to 10. So I do like this candle here too. I love that. Why do I like that? Again, we're still in this box here, but we're bouncing off point of control, high volume. It's a hammer, top wick a little bit, but I still like it. So here, we're just going to set our stop loss right below it. Take profit will just be at the top. We can go for value area high here, so 1 to 1. All right, so we get stopped out here. So probably premature. Um, again, VWAP is there, right? So I need to get better at understanding where VWAP is, making sure I take that into account as well, making sure we're fully clearing point of control, right? Can I just take this blindly? I'm sure I could. I'm sure I could take that, and then we'd be aiming for up here. Let's just see what happens if I just buy blindly here, stop loss down there, take profit at these levels. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, so now we're starting to range here too. So again, still in this position. You saw we bounced off here. We're looking to see if we can have something similar. Clearing VWAP here. good. I'll definitely add on that candle as well. I love to see that. We put our take profit up there, but now we probably want to shift it. I mean, if we can hit here, great, but honestly, since we just rejected value area high here, I would like to take that. All right, boom, and we hit it. That was a good trade too, right? So again, showing from the range here, 2 points here, so even better. Nice bounce off of VWAP, nice candle here. Not the best volume, but not the worst either. And then obviously we came all the way up here. So yeah, that's it for this episode and learning how to trade ranges. What are some takeaways that we have, right? So one, we have to be aware of where value area high is, where VWAP is, point of control, and value area lows, right? Two, we need to be aware of our pivot zones, right? Our pivot points, sorry, not pivot zones, pivot points. So here you can see there's a pivot point down here, right? At the time, this was value area low, so we were bouncing off of that, right? That's another point, making sure that we're bouncing off value areas, right? Making sure that we're slicing through point of controls, making sure that we're not taking trades immediately after expansion, right? So here, don't take a trade here. Don't take it at the top. Wait for a pullback into this zone. Then once it pulls back and it shows some good volume, right? Going through VWAP, bouncing off point of control, then you can take it, right? And you just look for the next pivot high to take it. Why I like this one, again, came down, point of control, bouncing off these areas. VWAP is here. Stop loss would just be below right here. And then, boom. You know, we probably, like I said, we targeted value area high here, but you could also target this point as well. And I just move my stop loss too. So learning to get better with ranges. It's still tough for me, but this is only episode 2, and we're going to continue to learn and continue to get better. So hopefully you guys are learning with me, especially for those of us that, like myself, are terrible at trading ranges. Any type of range, I just suck, but learning to get better. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are trading well. And yeah, keep trading stoically.